Welcome to the LottaSlog podcast with your hosts, Kyle, Aiden, and Keegan.
Welcome in to the LottaSlog podcast, the #1 podcast in all the multiverse. I'm Kyle.
I'm Aiden.
Keegan.
Here we are, guys. This is the showdown episode. The showdown. Nickelodeon shows. We're doing 6 of them today. Not just our usual 5. We're doing 6.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
And nervous.
I was born
Me
in
too.
95. Nickelodeon is just like it. It's just the fuel
It's in your
to my.
blood.
It's in my blood. It's in my blood. Like steak and beer. It's a part of me.
Steak, beer,
Hey.
and Nickelodeon. That's
Steak,
what Kyle's
beer,
blood is made of.
Nickelodeon. That's what I'm made
Yep.
of.
Hell
The
yeah.
best
And
America,
pops.
baby.
And pop
Uh,
figures.
We got the November drop. We got the little slogger turkey dude. He's cool.
Slurkey.
The
You have to
Slurkey.
call
We
him
got
what
the
his name
Slurkey.
is. His name
It's
is
It's
Slurkey.
Slurkey. Yes. And we also have new embroidered hoodies, new dad hats embroidered. It's super, super high quality. It looks fantastic. Go check it out, LottaSlog.com. Grab some merch. All right, let's get into some poison.
Oh, right. The poison for Cusco.
Pick your poison.
Oh, it's me first today.
Yes, it's you first
It
today,
is.
Keegan.
Okay.
It is
You
you
are the
first.
first one.
Awesome. Okay. This is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
This is
I'm worried. That means it's not.
I know it really is. It really is. It really is. Would you solve world hunger or cancer for everyone? The entire universe. This is the whole universe. So
Simple?
this,
The whole universe.
That's
it's the whole,
simple for
even
me.
if there's
Give
other
it,
planets.
like
it's
real shit. Like
I don't give a fuck
unless
about
we know
cancer.
for a fact that there's a like fuck them, dude. It's Earth.
yeah, you're right.
We
Earth.
don't know for a fact that there's anybody other than Earth. Of course there is, unless you don't think there is, which is weird. Anyways,
Agreed.
I don't give a fuck about anything other than Earth right now.
Personally,
Can't get
same.
anywhere else.
I almost don't really care. Oh, that's fucked up. Never mind. I would say everyone besides this country, but you know what? I'm not that mean. I do care about other people in other places.
I feel like curing cancer in a way somehow solves world hunger, and I can't make the connection just yet. But if you give me a few minutes, I might be able to connect the two.
This is real simple for me, man. This is an easy pick for me. Like literally, it's cure cancer, right? And I'm gonna sound like an asshole for a second. All right, I'm gonna sound like the biggest douchebag on the planet for a second. I'm gonna
Do it.
lose followers after saying this. Maybe I don't care.
Okay.
The Karens of the world are gonna come get me, right?
Fuck 'em.
I'm choosing cure cancer, not because I want to cure cancer for everybody else, right? But like one of my biggest fears, I've said it before, is just like death, and like not only just death, but like dying of something like cancer.
Sounds terrible.
It sounds
Yeah, that
horrid.
sounds horrible.
Like just if I'm gonna go out, just get it over with. Just I don't want to like suffer for years and years. I watched my grandfather go through it. I've watched people go through cancer. It's not a fun thing. Okay. And as much as I like, like sure, help out everybody else, but like I'm taking the no cancer for me. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna eat some food, right? Like I live in a place where I can eat food, right? Like I'm good. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry you're gonna
No.
starve, bro.
I'm gonna eat
I'm-
food. I don't give a fuck about you if you
Bro,
don't.
no. No, at the
All right,
end
okay.
of listen. At the end of the day,
That
right?
was
Like
good.
they might starve, right? But they're not gonna die of cancer, right?
I don't know which
Right.
is worse though.
I have so you inspired me with that one. I have my answer, and it is cancer. And here's why. There's already a bunch of now. First of all, before I start that, obviously there's a lot of money being poured into cancer research, right? But there's no
Is
cure
there?
yet. Well, I
Crazy.
guess I don't know. Maybe
Millions and millions
probably.
of dollars. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
There's a
lot.
lot of
far
money
as-
being poured into cancer treatment.
Yeah,
from
as
the
far as we know,
people.
right?
Yeah, but there is compared to other illnesses, it's definitely up there on the research thing. You are right though.
You guys
So-
think there's a
It's
cure for
treatment.
cancer and they just
No.
I'm very pessimistic, so I think yes.
I think
would
there is a
say
cure
that there
for it.
probably is. But
Mhm.
here's the thing:
I don't.
if I say I want to cure everybody of cancer and eradicate cancer, right? There's still like, what is it? Fucking UNICEF that gives food to like overseas countries that don't have food. Like, there's a ton of fucking organizations that provide food to people that don't have food. Granted, you'd wish they just weren't hungry to begin with, but we can give them some fucking food. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
give them some
have
bread,
some food,
some spaghettios,
Yeah.
some rice.
Yeah, let's just give them SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, SpaghettiOs.
Yes.
No,
Cure
give
cancer,
them,
give SpaghettiOs
give them
to the
all the
hungry.
meatballs from SpaghettiOs.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, I like the
disgusting.
meatballs though.
No,
I just
I
hate
used to like the
SpaghettiOs. I think they taste
meatballs.
like
The
vomit.
meatballs aren't good anymore. Have you had
I-
them recently?
I haven't had ravioli or not spaghettios, not ravioli. in,
SpaghettiOs,
like,
yeah. Have you had them
5
recently?
years.
Yeah.
Or
See,
7
okay,
years,
go get
maybe,
a
5,
can.
7
Go
years,
get a
and-
can. You're gonna be like, what is this? You're gonna be like, bro, this ain't this. Yeah, it's not the same meatballs.
Used to be my
bro.
favorite part.
It used to be.
Yeah.
It's
not.
probably because we eat good beef now. It's probably what it is.
Could be.
Like, well,
I think SpaghettiOs taste
I
like
think it is.
human vomit.
What?
Yeah,
I don't.
I think they're horrible. Like,
I know what they
my
taste
wife
like right
loves
now.
them. My wife loves
You
them.
just don't like them.
I hate them. I hate them. There's very few things I actually won't eat. SpaghettiOs,
Same.
green
Steak.
beans.
Whoa, wait. Have you? Okay, there's different kinds of green beans.
Don't
You
even
know that.
start.
Green
You're
beans
like
are
none?
the
good.
4,000th person to be like, have you had them like this? Have you flambéed them over an open fire with pineapples on the side? Blah, 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 blah. No, fuck them. They're bad. Stop trying to tell me they're good. Stop trying to tell me that I can eat them in a certain way and they're going to be good. Fuck off. They're terrible. Sorry.
Fair enough.
I have a very strong hatred to green beans and it's like unnatural.
I don't like the green beans, like there's this kind. You know when you go to KFC and you can order green beans from that's the type of green beans
Ugh.
I like. Like
You
the
can order
That's
green
like the-
beans at KFC?
That's
not
like
KFC
the worst.
specifically, it's like the type. There's like some green beans that there's like fresh that like you get them out of the garden and you eat. It's terrible. But if you get like, man, it's like French green beans. I think they're called. They're the only good green beans.
Thin cut ones?
Yes.
Those are
That's the
green
only-
yeah.
beans.
There's the big ones that like you can get. They're like I've eaten as well. That are like when you think of a green bean picture, when they draw a green bean on a picture, you don't eat those kind. You know what I mean? They're like longer, they're greener, they're fresher.
What
Dude,
do
I
you
can't
Buy
explain them.
those.
I'm telling you, they're
fresh green beans. That's
they're
what they
terrible.
look like.
They're
Green beans
terrible.
are green beans, unless you're talking about like snow peas.
Have you ever had French the green bean casserole? You ever had
I
green
will
bean
never
casserole?
eat that. I would rather jump off a bridge.
I'm telling you, there's two different types. Oh man, dude. Fair enough. I don't like
But I
Brussels
like
sprouts. I understand.
I like Brussels sprouts too. I like asparagus.
You like broccoli?
I love asparagus.
I love broccoli. I'll
broccoli.
eat pretty much any vegetable except for green beans.
I like
shit.
broccoli if they don't throw cheese on it. When you throw cheese on it, I stop liking it.
I'm not a cheese. Well, I'm not really like. I'm not like a nacho cheese type of guy. Like you know that's the cheese they kind of put on broccoli, right? Is
It's
like
like
It is.
fake
I'm
like
not a-
liquid cheese.
yeah. I'm not a fan of the liquid cheese, man.
Me either.
You're not an easy cheese kind of guy. Not a
No.
cheese
Whoa,
whiz.
I like cheese whiz. It's different. I think it tastes different. So I like cheese whiz is the can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
you
the
can get it in
can.
jars too.
No, that'd be nasty. It has to be in the can.
No, but
especially
Yeah.
you
if
If
get
it comes
the
out of a
actual-
jar, I'm not eating.
But if you
that.
scooped it out, oh, the texture. No,
I'd eat a whole jar of that stuff with a spoon.
it's so good. I sprayed it in my mouth. I'm not gonna cap. I sit there. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
this is the best shit ever.
Well,
People
I bought some whipped cream the other day to make Gigi some hot chocolate, pour it on the top, and every time I like do some whipped cream in the hot chocolate, I'm just like right in the mouth. A little bit of whipped cream, just a nice
you know,
little
people
shot.
get high off that shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how to do it, but yes,
Never
you
mind.
can do it.
I only found that out a few years ago. I was like, what
It's
the
called
fuck?
whippets.
Whippets. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, don't do that. It fucking kills your
Don't.
brain cells. Please,
Yeah.
please don't do that.
Don't do the whip.
If you're listening and you've never done it,
do them.
keep it that way. Don't do them.
Don't do them. You ever seen someone sniff paint? That's what you look like. Okay, you look like someone sniff.
Steve-O when he was getting high off fucking nitrous.
Have you seen him in the bed with all that shit? Oh my
Yes,
god.
He's got like 40 bottles around him, and he's like, "I'm Steve-O. I'm just fucking doing nitrous over here. Look at me."
That's a pretty good impression, man.
I kind of
I
like
wasn't bad. I
That was
wasn't
really
bad.
fell
good.
into like Rick Sanchez towards the end, but yeah.
Hey Keegan,
Wow, we
now,
got
what are
way
you
off
taking?
topic.
Yeah, what are you taking there?
Oh my bad. So the way I think about this is, so if I could like sit there and like God came down to me, right? So God came down to me and was like, okay, Keegan, you have a choice. You're gonna die right now, and we're gonna solve world hunger. If you would, I would die if it would solve world hunger in some way, shape, or form. If that makes sense. If it
Was
would
that
make
a
every,
part of this?
That one.
question
Why
that I
did you
missed?
make
Well,
it more
I-
complicated?
because there's like 2 or 3 billion people in the world.
Oh, what you're
that
saying is
suffer.
no matter what, you would cure hunger because that's the greatest accomplishment.
That would be a great, yes. I think it would be a greater accomplishment because we There's a lot of people out there, man, that sit there and starve. And there's people that have cancer.
That's
I get
terrible.
it. It's terrible. Yeah. And we have cancer. I'm almost positive the numbers of cancer are a lot lower than the hunger. Whatever would help everyone else
wanna
out
know.
more. I want to know too. I feel like it's a lot though.
So you would
do whatever
you
one
would-
would help humanity more.
okay.
That's from Keegan too, which is fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm an awful person.
Well, I don't want to sound insensitive. When I'm like, just give them
Why am I
SpaghettiOs.
laughing?
Give them food.
Why am
It
I
is funny,
laughing?
though.
Ready for this? Ready for this?
I guess so.
This is so fucked up. Why am I laughing? A child dies from hunger every 10 seconds.
Kyle.
Every
Kyle.
10 seconds. 10
Kyle.
seconds.
About
Wow.
3.1 million people die from hunger a year. Why am I laughing? I'm not laughing
So
because
think about that. Think about that. Over 3 million people die a year from hunger. How many people are hungry? You gotta think about that too. Like how many people are actually just hungry and that aren't dying? Because it's a human can barely eat and survive a long time.
Oh.
Like there's a lot of
There's-
humans that do it.
Definitely more people that have.
okay,
hunger
so only
problems.
609,000 deaths a year from cancer.
So in 2020,
It's not a lot.
there
That's-
was 18.1 million cancer cases, I guess you would. And I'm literally on a website that's called Move for Hunger, and it says there's 38 million Americans that face hunger every day. That's Americans.
Why is that?
American?
That's not funny, but
American.
like,
How
what?
do you live in America and
How?
you're hungry? How? Like, what are you
How?
doing? What are you doing? I'm not trying to be a dickhead. Like
no,
I'm really
I
not
get
being-
no. I'm
So
not.
I don't
I'm not
think
either.
this website means. I don't think this website means face hunger, as in like if they don't eat, they'll die.
Yeah, no. I
but
know what you
have
mean. I know what you
problems
mean.
Getting to food.
That's
Yeah.
still a huge. You
No,
don't
it's bad.
bro.
Dude,
It's bad.
3.1 million a year is huge.
3.1 million is
38 million is a lot too.
38 million is a whole
Yeah.
A little bit
fucking
more.
bunch.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
That's
There's a lot of
Wow.
people in the Earl.
This
too,
might be
though.
one of the first times Keegan has changed my answer.
I think it's just off
Real
the
shit.
humanity thing.
I'm still
like,
taking
real shit.
cancer.
I think the humanity thing has to get it. This is a hard one for. I think to me, it's like a what your more of a moral question than anything.
You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. In a perfect world, I'll do this. I'm gonna still take cancer. I'm gonna cure cancer, but then I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to trying to cure world hunger. There you go.
You're gonna get
Wait,
a
why
cure
can't
for
you? Why
cancer and
can't
then
you
have
do it
enough
now?
money.
Why can't you do that now then?
I don't have the time.
Fair.
I just don't.
He's afraid of cancer.
Once I have, yeah.
No, I felt that, bro. Like,
Once I'm around, like once I have more time, I'll do more for it. I'll try. But
I thought
that's
about that
such
one
a
day,
Crazy
like-
thing to try and like solve on your own. Let's just get somebody have Elon Musk's
Solvable.
phone number that watches us. We can just get him to like make more food.
yeah,
Go to
Why
Mars and
doesn't
get
he?
like Martian food and just bring it back.
he's selfish, bro.
He's selfish.
Yeah.
I don't
Shout
care.
out Elon Musk.
Shout out Elon Musk. I like
Yeah.
Elon. Hey, I have a
Great
picture of
guy.
him smoking right there on my fucking on my
Legend.
wall. He's him smoking. Yeah, legend.
Yeah, let's message. Let's get in touch with
Oh,
Elon
yeah,
Musk.
just
and,
tweet him, bro.
I
get
feel
him
like I have to.
Well, he owns
That's
Twitter now,
fire.
so let's just figure out. Oh, he like unbanned a bunch of people. Let's figure out
Yeah.
a way to like get on the line where you might be banned, so we get his attention, and then pivot to be like world hunger, and then he'll be like, "Whoa,
Dude, that's you know what? That is actually not stupid. I'm telling you right now, if we did something crazy to get banned on Twitter, he would know about it. And then if we talk, dude, that's actually a genius plan.
right?" I
You
thought
gotta
it
get
was.
canceled.
Well, don't get canceled. But
No.
okay.
Already have.
On to my terrible, awful would you rather question. This is bad.
What do you-
Okay. This is a dose of poison. Like this is
Oh, I thought
actually
you meant it was just like a trash question. Okay.
no, it's a great question. This is just
Okay.
a like this is awful. This when I wrote this, I went ugh.
Just like that.
Yeah, literally like that. Okay. Would you rather stick a toothpick into your toenail and kick a wall,
Oh, I've had that come up. Not like.
Or-
Ugh.
or hammer a nail through your own hand?
Nail through my hand.
They're my hand.
Nail through. I don't even have to think about that.
No, not
Really?
even close. Yeah, not
I
even
see,
close.
and here's why. Because like the other day at work, I cut. Okay, just without getting too graphic, I cut the corner of the tip of my finger off. Right,
Ugh.
it went through my nail, the thing that hurt the most about that was my nail. Right? It's all healed now. But like,
Oh my god, bro.
well,
Thinking about it,
you can actually like, so I'm hammering it through my own hand, so I get to pick where, not like, obviously it's probably got to go through the center, right? I would
All right,
imagine.
all right. How about this? If it's too easy that way, how about you have to hammer a nail through your big toe? The big toe nail area.
I'm doing the nail still.
God.
Toe has to go. The toe has to go. I'm not. I refuse to ever. I'm telling you that toothpick thing. Right as you say it, it's like, oh,
I
my
feel
God.
it.
I feel it.
I feel it.
Dude, I know. Both
It's
are-
almost on limb points.
I'm
like
so
we're like,
giggly today. I smoked a bowl before this episode. I just can't stop laughing. I'm sorry.
Mans is
I'm
over here
sorry
laughing
for
about
anybody
world
who's
hunger.
upset at the things that I'm laughing about, but I'm just so
Don't apologize for
sorry.
being yourself.
That's
I
true. I
laugh.
shouldn't.
Let him get mad.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I still would rather hammer
Oh.
a nail through my toe.
yeah.
Dude.
I think he would be almost on limb point. Like, would you rather cut off 2 of your fingers and put a toothpick to your toe? And I'm. That's like how close it is for me.
Dude,
That's
is this
where it
gonna
gets close.
cause like my toe to be amputated?
I'd be okay with that.
No, because your big toe has so much to do with your balance, dude.
I know. But I'll rock a cane.
wait.
You can be a cane. You walk with a cane like a pimp. You walk
I don't
around
want to
like
do that. I'd rather not have to
walk.
walk with a cane.
Oh, dude, I just can't imagine. I feel like I would.
Dude, but dude, the nail like might take multiple hits. Like
Nope. If I'm doing it, I'm not
I'm
making
one.
that as I'm hitting that shit as hard as I fucking can.
oh,
It's
what if
going
it
through in
doesn't
one
go
hit.
through all the way?
It's going through.
What
It's
if
going through.
I feel like you wouldn't feel it. I feel like you would
What?
hit it. I feel like you would go into
Oh.
shock. I feel like it'd be a shock factor. I think the toothpick through the toenail wouldn't be a shock factor. It wouldn't give you enough pain to cause a shock factor. It would just give you extreme amount of discomfort. I feel like the nail would be a shock thing, like getting shot almost. I
You know
feel like
what? You know what? Changing my answer. I'm taking the toothpick, and here's why. If I hammer that nail through my toe, I don't care how small of a chance there is that you're gonna have to cut my whole big toe off. If that's a chance by like me like shattering my fucking toe and going through I don't know. I don't know if there's a chance. I don't know how repairable that is. I can fucking kick that door or that wall and just rip the toothpick out real quick. That's it.
I wouldn't rip
don't
it out.
care.
I go to the hospital. I bet go put me to
No, I'd
bed.
rip it out. I'd
Put me
rip it
to
out.
sleep.
Oh,
I'd rip it out and then go to the
Imagine the
hospital.
feeling of ripping it out though. Like,
Don't care.
oh,
why
I'd
did
be
I make this
quicker-
my question?
I don't know. What did you do? Mine's just fun and goofy.
Oh.
So yours is
like,
on limb point too, though. Like, not limb. It'd be like on finger point almost, where it's like a question, like, oh, maybe I cut off a fucking toe over it, type shit. That's how close it is for me. That's where it gets difficult.
I'd
where
rather
it's
chop
like-
my own toe off with an axe.
I think I might
than
too. I think
either.
that'd be the best
oh
option.
my god.
Like,
I would too. I would too.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't feel it.
If the original question stands, I'd still rather hammer a nail through my hand.
Like
Same.
what makes you scream more? Like what makes you go like more? Like cutting off your toe with an axe or putting a nail through your toenail? Like
So the toothpick one or cutting my toe off is what you're saying.
no, either
Wait, does it
one
have
of
to go
those.
through your
What's
toe? Does a nail have to go through my toenail or just my toe?
through your toenail?
Then I would do the
Hmm.
toothpick.
Yeah, that's
worse.
because I'm not gonna damage my toenail with the toothpick one. It's just gonna fuck up the nail bed,
Oh,
and it'll
Oh
hopefully
my
it'll
god,
heal
I
it.
hate it.
I hope. Is it gonna? What if it splinters when you kick the door?
That's
kick
what
the-
I thought
Oh.
about. Keegan's face. That's thumbnail shit
That's the
right
thumbnail immediately.
oh my god.
Bro,
He was like,
It's the worst squeamish thing, I think. It's almost like, you know,
It's
like,
so
you ever thought about
bad.
getting like a paper cut between your fingernail, like your fingers? It's like, that's another one. It's not as bad, but it's like, both are like, ugh, not a fan.
I hate it.
I hate it.
All right,
if it's
Nail.
I'm doing the nail through the
Toothpick.
foot. I'm hammering
Toothpick.
it. Yeah, no, I couldn't do the kick.
toothpick.
Oh, toothpick to the toenail that I'm kicking the wall, yeah. If
Yeah.
it's through the toenail. If it's just through the toe, I'll do the toe. I'll do the nail. If it's through the
Are you
toenail,
saying through the top of your?
oh,
Yeah.
no,
yeah.
gotta be
Toothpick.
toothpick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could. Ugh. Those are so bad.
I hate
God,
I
it.
I'm
like
like,
those.
I'm sweating.
Oh,
My palms are
I'm
sweating.
having a panic attack. All right, Aiden, ask the next question.
All right, this one's a little more goofy and fun. Sort
Fun.
of. There's a lot of implications to this one, so you
Okay.
may answer quick, but consider it carefully. would you? And so full disclosure, I found this on Reddit. I can't remember the username I found it from, but it's a 4-year-old thread. So if you're listening to this and you happen to have come up with this, message me. We'll give you credit in post.
I'll
Anyways,
send you a $1 off your next shirt.
sure. So, this is so funny. Would you rather be able to turn sand into water or air into sand
And
at
water.
will?
Air into sand or sand into water.
Air
I'm
into
gonna
sand.
let you guys think about this before I give my input.
Wait, can I move it?
Once you've turned it into sand, it's sand. But you can turn
Oh.
whatever
Sand?
air around you into sand at will.
Oh, I have an answer. Okay, you know what? I have an answer. Another humanity thing. Since we were talking about humanity,
Water.
you know much sand there.
Salt
you know much-
water.
Huh?
You're turning the sand into salt water
Why is it now salt water?
Because it's in the.
Because
Yeah, you're right.
because
It's in the.
I
It'd be
want it to
connected.
be.
Well, it would be connected. Any sand that you really would turn into water would be connected to salt water, and it would turn into salt water the second you did
Most
it.
of it.
Most of it, yeah.
So any sand you can turn into salt water.
Well, I'm doing the sand.
No, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just do how it was originally worded. Water. Just water.
There's a lot of sand.
There's a lot of sand. There's
The
also a
desert?
lot of air.
But here's my thing. So if we went to the deserts in Africa and we made them water, you know how many people would never be thirsty again? It'd be the whole entire country. It's a very big thing. So that is the reason
That's
I would pick that.
true.
But if I'm going off causing havoc, I could go to the White House and turn all the air around the White House into sand, and I would
What?
tell them
Well, how did you
that
go
they have
from
to give me
saving
nuclear
world
codes
hunger
to
and
the.
curing?
I feel
These are two
I
good
don't-
questions. These are
you
two
could-
good answers.
you could kill a lot of people with either of these.
Do you imagine a bunch of people on the beach just chilling?
I'd be a,
Just
Imagine how
like,
much
I
the
don't know why
water
you guys
levels
are
would
thinking
raise.
about murder. I'm thinking about being a superhero.
You
That's what
can
I was
destroy the
gonna say.
planet.
I'm Sandman, bro.
Yeah.
Sandman.
Yeah, I'm Gara.
Sand.
of
You
the
can't
desert.
control the sand after you turn it to sand. Turn the air to sand.
But
Oh
it's
well,
just
that's
never-
lame.
How big of an area can I do? So can I go to like a building and be like, all the air around this is sand? And it just
wherever
falls?
you can conceivably think of.
I'm not. Why? What plus would there be?
You
if I
could
couldn't
force anyone to do anything. You could go to like a whole city and be like, I promise you, if you guys don't do what I want right now, all this air is turning to sand and I'm collapsing your entire
that
city.
makes sense, actually.
You could turn the air in someone's lungs to sand.
Dude.
Okay, that's all right. I didn't think about it like that. You guys are making very
Imagine
valid points.
What about sand in your lungs? Imagine like sand just instantly in your lungs.
Sounds
Oh my god.
like a
This sounds
horrible way to
horrible.
It'd
kill
be a
people.
ridiculous supervillain. You couldn't be stopped. Well, you could definitely just be shot by a sniper or something. But yeah.
But you could put sand in the air around the bullet.
Like if you know where it
trajectory.
was, you would just like you'd be like sand.
You could cover yourself in sand and nobody could
Yeah.
get close to you because around you would be like more sand. You know what I mean?
How would you get out of that?
Oh, you're right.
You can't turn it back into air.
You're
It's
right.
a one for
Well,
one
but it's
exchange.
sand. It's not like
It's concrete.
yeah. It's not it's sand.
Yeah, that's
Figure
Get
something
it
out.
wet, it'll wash away. Like it's
However,
sand.
They do use sandbags to stop bullets.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hmm.
You turn a bunch of sand in the air, and there you go.
Oh, so for a real life, Keegan, I'm picking the water. Obviously, you're right. Just because of the practical uses of that, because I would never have a practical use for that sand thing. That'd be a party trick. Like I wouldn't be able to sit there and like go to a city and actually do that. It'd feel too bad. You know what I mean? I might
Well,
think
yeah.
about it when I'm sleeping.
When you say sand in the water, though, do you mean like beach sand, or do you mean like dirt in
Sand.
general?
Sand.
Oh
Not
well,
dirt.
then what? I'm not. There's no sand.
What?
do I
Africa's
gotta do?
almost all sand.
I'm not
The
in
continent?
Africa.
That's not.
Well, a lot of it's sand. The deserts are huge there.
Well, yeah, the Sahara is huge.
Huge.
I-
Yeah, that's a lot. There's a lot of sand.
I'm in
There's a shit
Massachusetts.
ton
There's sand on the beaches.
You know
There's
how much
probably
money?
sand outside in the road right now.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, or underneath the dirt. You know what I
There's
mean? There's
not
usually
that
sand.
much sand though.
But you know how much money you can make from this? Think about the practical uses. You could be like, listen, government, I promise you, right? They would give
Government.
they would give you millions of dollars to do that. To just sit there and make all they give you like I'd be like $10 million. I'll make all of it water. You know what I mean? There's no way
I'm
they
gonna-
wouldn't.
I'm gonna say something that you might have not considered, right? I'm choosing the air into sand for a couple reasons. First of all, it's really is a superpower. Both of
There's
them
air
are, when you think about it.
everywhere.
So right,
Mhm.
but also, I don't know if you knew this. Sand is one of like the most used resources in the world for glass, for concrete, for everything that they use sand in the making of. Right? It's not infinite. We're gonna start running out of sand at some point. And if I can just like have an area and I just make a big whole bunch of sand and then like start selling it to people that use sand to produce things, I can just make more and then make more money and then make more sand and then make more money.
The more
So
you
you're
say
bro-
sand, the less it sounds like a real word.
That's right.
Sand.
Yes.
So you're thinking about it on a. I'm glad we both went to the money aspect. It shows we're terrible people. I'm liking
Yes.
this.
Not terrible. I mean, I maybe could use it to no,
It'd
because
help
if I'm
out. It'd
using
help
it
out the
for
world.
manufacturing,
Yeah,
I'm
you'd help out the
helping
world.
people, I guess. I don't know.
And you
I
can just
can't-
make
wha-
it there. You don't got to carry
what
it
am I
either.
what am I gonna do? Like grab a handful of sand and then like hold a water bottle below it and then just like turn it into water and catch it and give it to people?
That would be very cool, though. If that was actually a real thing, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
Do a lot of things with sand, bro.
you can.
You could like form a bunch of sand underneath you, right? And like condense the sand so much with air that it becomes almost solid. And then you can like rise yourself above with sand.
We're just trying every angle to be Sandman.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Well, because
definitely
you
could.
you took my ability to control the sand.
That was never a thing.
So now I'm condensing, I'm thinking scientifically, like condensing the sand with more air and then turning it into solid things.
Sure. Still
I
can't
would-
control air though.
But you could just control it.
No, I
think
can't. But if I put sand somewhere, there's still air around it. So I just make
How do you think sand works by chance? Do you think if you take a bucket of sand and dump it out on the street, it's gonna eventually get like compressed by the air? It's not how that
That's
works.
true.
You could walk. You could potentially like. What if there's a bunch of air? There's a bunch of air in the water too. So like, if you really wanted to, you could
There's
like.
a bunch of oxygen in the water.
Does that count as air?
No, it's not air.
Whatever,
It's
bro.
oxygen in
What's-
the water.
What's considered air?
The makeup of
Air.
the air
All of
around
it.
you.
It's all of it, is what you're
Sure,
saying. Okay.
But the water is H2O. It's
Oh,
two
okay.
hydrogens or what? Yeah,
Yeah.
two hydrogens and an
So that oxygen wouldn't count. Okay.
Water is 2 airs.
No, it's no air.
No air.
It's air, just-
You mostly breathe nitrogen.
So what would you so whenever like a fish or like I go under or a fish goes like they make bubbles, you consider that just what is that considered? Is that air?
bubbles.
Just bubbles? Because there's
Have you-
air in them.
Do
There's
fish
air in
just
them.
make bubbles?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they can, like,
they
yeah,
Br-
yeah.
They
mhm.
go blub
Yeah, they go. Yeah.
in
What
the
would that be considered?
I don't know. Bubbles.
Probably just air.
Bubble.
There's air
But
in
what are
them.
you
It
gonna
has
do
to-
with the bubble? Like, say, what are you gonna do with a little
Turn it
bubble?
into
You're gonna
sand.
turn
I
that
was just
into
gonna
mud?
turn into sand as a monetization thing that I can make fish blow out sand. That was all I was going with that one. You ever seen a fish spit out sand? Watch this.
You're
You know
just a
what I mean?
circus act.
Exactly. Either way of these, you're just going on the circus act. I think I like the sand. I'm still going in the water though. I like the sand
I'm
one. too,
taking
though.
the sand, bro.
Turning air into sand. dude.
Is that our last would you rather?
I think so.
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay. Keegan's got some things for us to
Okay.
rank.
Okay.
All right, give us your shit.
All right. Let me open up my. All right, I got pain
It's
open.
goofy.
I'm gonna get write your answers down like Aiden did over here.
Oh,
Okay.
you're taking okay.
All right. So you two are gonna do this separately. All right. I'm gonna list video games. Okay. It's gonna be a top 5 list. You cannot go back. It's the same way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Same way we did it last week.
Same way we did it last week. So
So I'm first, Aiden second.
Well, I mean, we're
'cause I'll
just
scrap
kind
it.
of going, I would suppose.
whatever order you want to put it in. You know what I mean?
Just
you got 1
for,
through 5.
just for like
Oh,
Yeah,
continuity. Yeah.
because
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
back
fine.
and forth. That's all I'm saying.
Is this a 5 things? Okay.
So we're ranking them without knowing what's coming next, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Call that
Okay.
the blind tier list.
Blind tier list. There we
That's
go.
what I call it. I don't know.
I like that word. Blind tier list.
It's 3
Okay.
words.
It's 3 words.
I like the sentence. All right. So number 1, I'm gonna go franchises. I'm not gonna go specifically. on
Okay,
some of them.
franchises.
So not franchises completely. Just like hey. So the first one's Halo. So I'm not. It's any of the Halos. I'm not gonna
Okay.
do specific on it.
And Kyle goes, you pick before me. Okay.
Halo. Now I like Halo. I like Halo, but 4.
Don't even have to think about this one. It's my favorite series of all time.
You know what? I'm so glad you did that because Kyle's answer just disappointed me so bad. Okay.
4.
Call of Duty.
2.
Yeah. 4. 4.
Wow.
Because I think that there might be something worse, and COD is not my favorite. COD has made some good games, but as a whole, garbage.
I can agree. I will agree with you on that one. Minecraft.
Oh. Okay.
What did I say for COD?
You said 2.
Yes.
I think.
Minecraft 3.
Okay. I'm gonna go 2 for Minecraft. I had so much fun playing it when I first did, and I actually earlier today almost messaged both of you and said we should go back and play some more.
I have a server.
I love going back to play Minecraft because
Yeah.
when you go back, you get like a few days of fun out of it. I mean, at least at the
Yeah.
minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft respect. I respect that. Okay, Ratchet and Clank.
5.
Oh, shit. 3. I would have put it above Minecraft. I have
That's
it. It's on
did-
my goddamn arm.
Would have put it above Halo. I would have made Halo 5,
Literally on my arm.
but I
3.
gotta go 5.
You would have put Halo at 5 for that. You would have put
Yeah.
Halo at 5 for that one.
Just knowing
That's crazy.
what I've been given so far. Whatever the last one is my number 1.
Whatever
Well-
the last one is, what? My last one, I think is at 5. Shit. Okay.
Aiden, your last one and your first one, Kyle, are Skates. The Skate series.
Yes!
Mm.
Love that!
I would have
I'm
swapped
all set
Skate
with
and
that.
COD.
Skate and COD.
Love
Yeah.
that.
I still would put Minecraft, Ratchet and Clank, and Halo above Skate.
Halo was my number 1.
Yeah.
So my favorite
Skate,
series of all
number
time.
1.
So you wrote those down. What were our finalized lists?
All right, Aiden, you got number 1 is Halo. Number 2
Mhm.
is Minecraft. Number 3 is Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet.
Ratchet. Number 4 is COD, and number 5 is Skate. Kyle, you have number 1 is Skate. Number 2 is COD. Number 3 Minecraft. Number 4 Halo. Number 5 Ratchet and Clank.
I'm fine with that.
I would have put
I'm-
Ratchet and Clank 5 too, but I like
I'm
the
okay
game.
with mine. I'm all right. I would have the only change I would have made is actually I would have made 2 changes. So I
What were
would
they?
have put Ratchet and Clank above Minecraft, and I would have put Skate above COD. COD should have been last.
COD should have been last.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I respect it.
Okay,
Yeah, I understand it.
Mm-hmm. That was good. I like that.
awesome. I
You
thought,
have 2, right?
yeah, I have 2. Would you guys like to do the second
yeah,
one?
we can
Sure.
just knock out 2. Let's do it.
Cool. Okay. Let me.
I like these. These are fun.
Me too.
And those were such a good 5 too. Like I feel like
Those,
those
yeah,
were like the perfect 5 to just be like, what's happening next?
I'm glad. I'm glad you guys like that one. I try to make it up a little bit. Okay. Cool. Next thing. Sorry, I had to get another fucking paint thing open because I wrote your guys'
Good.
shit too long. Okay, the next one is going to be sodas. is,
Sodas. Here we
soda.
go.
Sodas.
See, this is tough. I don't drink soda anymore.
I don't
like,
drink it
hardly
either
ever.
anymore, but I know what I like.
I do too.
Cool. I don't drink soda at all anymore. Besides,
either.
besides this first one, that I'm gonna
Maybe
say.
like very, very rarely I'll have one, but it hurts my little tummy.
It's my tummy too. That's why I drink Gatorade mostly and like those like waters like
Water and beer.
Propel. Those Propels
Water
and
and
ices.
beer. I'm with you there, Kyle. I don't even
Water and
coffee
beer.
too.
And tea.
Coffee.
I do tea. Drink tea.
I like tea
All
too.
right. What's our
Okay.
first one?
Orange soda. It could be Fanta, Sunkissed, or what's the other one?
Ooh.
Fanta, Sunkissed, Crush. Any 3.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
So just orange. Okay.
Hot
I
take.
have an answer.
Hot take, last.
Really?
Last.
I'm gonna go second. I really enjoy orange soda. Whenever I
Okay.
used to, yeah, I really enjoy it.
Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
1.
Either one?
One.
Yep. 1. Coca-Cola.
I'm gonna
1.
go. I'm gonna go Pepsi. 3.
Coke is the best soda,
Pepsi's better.
hands down.
You
No.
think Coke? Whoa, you think Pepsi's better?
I do.
All right, I will say this: canned Pepsi is better. Fountain Coke better.
Nope.
I agree.
Yep.
The only Coke that I would prefer over a Pepsi is the Mexican glass bottle Coke.
That shit's so good.
That's been so good. I agree.
So good.
This next one is the best fountain, I think. Sprite. Just specifically Sprite.
1.
I'll go.
Oh,
I'll go 3 on Sprite.
I jumped the gun, but yeah, 1 for Sprite.
3. So I got my 2 and my 4 left.
I got my 4 and my 5.
Okay. Grape soda. Any type of grape soda.
4.
Last, that out of every soda that I've ever had, like, makes me feel like I have a knife in my stomach. It hurt. I don't know why. It's only grape soda. It hurts my stomach so bad, but I like it a lot. Like, and whenever I would try and go drink it, it just hurts so much that I would never finish it. So for that reason, I'm out. No, last.
Okay. Well, your guys' last picks then are for you, Kyle. Number 2 is gonna be Mountain Dew.
I'm fine with that. That's good. Good for
And
me.
yours number 4.
I'm totally okay with that too, because Mountain Dew, I like it, but also it's one of the ones that hurts my stomach more than the others.
Mm.
I don't know why.
Mm.
I
Sprite,
hate Mountain Dew.
orange soda, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, grape soda. I like that.
That's exactly your wrist. And Kyle, yours is Coke, Mountain
That is
Dew.
my wrist.
It is your wrist. Sprite, grape, and orange.
I
Dude,
would switch the grape and the orange.
talked too bad for my brain. You would switch the grape and the orange?
I would.
So, okay, fair enough. That's
What's
why I
your
threw the
number
grape in
one?
there. Mine,
Yeah.
orange soda.
Yeah. I definitely
Hmm.
I could have taken either, or like Sprite and orange soda are interchangeable. Out of
Sprite's
that
number 2
list,
for me.
yeah, out of that list, I could have swapped them and been happy, but I like where it's at.
Okay, cool. I like it.
Nice.
I like
Respectfully.
his list. Cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
Cool.
All right, let's go, dudes. We're getting into the Nickelodeon show draft.
A
drafted-
slog off.
We're drafting Nickelodeon shows, man. The best ones. The best.
And for the first time in the history of the show, we wanted to do 6, so you're getting 6 instead of 5.
We're doing 6.
We're
are.
doing sex.
Oh,
Yeah, we are. We're doing sex.
I like that. All right. Keegan.
All right.
Keegan, me, Aiden.
Yep.
So, this is one of the hardest lists I've ever done, and the 6 has made it up there, like a little easier on me. But the number 1, it's a hard choice, and I don't think I have yours right now, Kyle. I feel like mine's not a sleeper. I feel like
I'm so nervous.
I just enjoyed this the most. And you know what? I'm gonna say it, and I want to know if you guys know this one. It's the VHS tape that was orange. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Go ahead, say it.
Rugrats.
Yep.
Rugrats.
Rugrats.
I knew
Number
exactly.
1.
Yeah, when you said I had that VHS.
Same.
I literally had that. You know what blows my mind? I promise you there are people listening right now that don't know what a VHS is.
They don't know what
Probably. Yeah. I know that my younger sister-in-law has listened, and I don't know if she still is. If you are, Kiana, thank you for listening. I don't think she knows what a VHS is. She might. I don't know. I might not be giving her enough credit, but there's probably people listening that have no idea what a VHS tape is.
There's definitely people that have never used a VHS, because VHS
Yes.
was like towards the end of my generation. Like I probably was 5 or 6, and we have a DVD player still. But you got there were so many extra
VCR?
VHS. VCR. Yeah. The DVD. That's what we call. I don't know. I don't know why it took me a second. I've never heard someone call it. What does it stand for?
Oh, okay.
Video
Wait.
capture-
Wait. What do you think they each stand for? Because it's gonna fuck you up. What does VCR stand for?
Video capture recording.
You're close, Kyle.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So VCR stands for video cassette recorder,
Mm.
Ooh, that was close.
and VHS stands for video home system.
oh,
Don't you think
video
that
homes.
the names? Don't you think that the names should be switched?
It definitely should be switched.
Don't you
I
think that
agree.
you should put a VCR into a VHS?
You're blowing my mind right now, bro.
Why is the tape? Why is the tape called a home system, but the thing itself is the video cassette recorder?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Anyways,
Do either of you use either of them anymore?
No.
There,
honest.
I don't have one right now, but there's definitely one at my parents' house.
I don't
Okay.
think I've used like a DVD player or anything in like
I have a ton of movies on DVD, but I haven't used them in a while.
I just use Voodoo if I buy them. Like I buy them on Voodoo.
Yeah.
I just use Netflix, Hulu, and every other fucking streaming
Netflix,
platform
Hulu,
on the
Apple Plus.
goddamn planet.
Bill's
Prime.
got Prime, yeah. Bills go up to like $200 a fucking month at this point. It's like, dude, like,
Yeah.
it's worth it though. You got to.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went Rugrats.
hmm
Interesting first choice, but I don't disagree with it. It's a good one.
I
Well,
don't.
That was number 10 for me.
I
Number 10.
Where was Rugrats on my list? Rugrats was 8 on my list.
Okay.
All right.
It's just me personally. I think it was just
No.
spoke to me, man.
When I said to you earlier that there's like 10 picks that are all worth a number 1 pick, Rugrats is in there. It's in there.
It sure is.
It's
Yeah.
easy.
Respect it.
It deserves a number 1 spot. And you know
Mhm.
what? TikTok, I know you're probably blowing us up saying, "Oh, why wasn't this number 1? Why wasn't this number 1? Why wasn't this?" They're all number 1s, okay? They're all number 1s. They're
Hot
all
take,
great.
I don't know if I can think of a bad show on Nickelodeon.
I could think of
Off,
one.
off the top of my head.
I can't either.
Yeah.
I can't either. It's
All right.
crazy.
Here's the thing. My number 1 pick, I was going to go my sleeper, right? But I'm not going to do it because I don't think Aiden's going to take it. He might, and I'll be really sad if he does. But I'm going to take this one. This was my fucking show, bro. Like,
Don't do this.
I watched this with my mom all the time. Shout out to my mom if she's watching this. You know what show I'm about to take. You know what show I love. SpongeBob, baby. SpongeBob
No!
SquarePants.
My number 2.
SpongeBob.
Damn.
No!
Yes. Yes. SpongeBob is the greatest. SpongeBob is the best.
I agree. You know what? Honestly, if I had to like be like, when you think of Nickelodeon, you know, like it's SpongeBob's the number 1. Like, not to say there's not shows that are like more than SpongeBob, just as like it's like and Nintendo, who's number 1? Mario, but that doesn't mean I personally like Mario the best.
Right.
And Aiden walked off the screen.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm dipping."
Aiden's very sad.
He's very sad.
SpongeBob it's my favorite.
He's a mascot. It's a good one. Was that your number 1, Aiden?
Why did you do that?
'Cause I love that show.
You can still watch
I
it
still
today.
watch
and it's still good.
SpongeBob
Yeah,
It's
so
still
do
good.
I.
all
Yeah.
the time.
Fuck you, dude.
It's still so good that it was
So
made
good.
for like adults
I
and
told
kids.
you
and
I didn't want to
teens.
go last.
But now you get 2.
You get 2, yeah.
You took
Okay, we're good.
Heelys.
You did.
You
You
had
still
this
on that,
coming.
bro? Is that like our second episode? I
That was
feel
our
like?
second episode.
This is crazy.
Shout out to the OGs.
Number 2 on my list, behind SpongeBob, for my number 1 pick, is Jimmy Neutron.
Damn. You know what? That was number 7 for me. Respect on that one.
Yeah.
I really hope I take this from Kyle right now. I really do. Because if you remember, and the reason I have this on my list is because this show originally aired on Nickelodeon. You can watch it other places right now. The show is the fucking best. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That was my pick.
Yep.
Don't have it on my list.
Avatar. What?
Didn't like it that much.
What?
Go rewatch it now.
Yeah, you need to. That's the best, that's the best American anime that ever has happened.
It's so
And I
good.
can't even name more
Not
than one.
Not disagreeing with you.
It's so
Just-
good.
I've watched it. I've watched a lot of it. I know Aang, the Last Airbender. I know his little fucking thing he rides on. The girl that does the water and the little brother. I've watched a lot of it, and I've even seen the last episode where he
What's her name? You know her? What's her name?
I don't know if she wears blue. I'll tell you that much.
She sure does.
It's Aang. I don't know her
Hmm?
name.
Hmm.
What is her name?
Katara.
Katara. Okay. I've watched it. I just like when I watched it, man, I was just like, I was super into anime when I was a kid. So when I watched that, I was like in that phase where I was like, oh yeah, man, you can only like have this American anime suck. I mean, like compared to other animes, like I'm not gonna fucking sit there and say Aang is amazing, but is the best American anime, and it's super popular. It's like probably one of the most popular shows on Nickelodeon ever. 100%. Like whenever you go to like a little Nickelodeon spot, there's almost all SpongeBob and all Avatar shit.
Dude, I don't know. Like I I've never been into anime, and you two have both tried to get me into watching it. And I probably have told you multiple times that I'm going to. I lied. I'm not going to. And it's not because you guys are telling me to or some other person's telling me to. It just doesn't interest me. I'm not going to watch it. So for that to be on my list, it means it's really fucking good.
I'm sad that it's on your list, but I'm also kind
Sorry.
of happy that it's on your list because it's gonna force me to take another one that I really love. And
Those are picks.
this is number 3 on my list. And I'm scared to take it because I feel like Keegan won't take it. And there's another one that I really want that I feel like he's gonna take, but I'm gonna take this one. I'm taking Fairly Odd Parents.
I'm so fucking
Damn.
mad at you. I'm literally so fucking mad at you.
Damn.
Dude, I mean, like, come on, man. Like,
I would have taken that too.
I'm so, like I don't want to do this anymore.
you know,
Remember the crossover Jimmy Neutron and Fair and that and
Yes.
that shit was fire.
Yes. Yeah,
that
it
was
really good.
that was a moment.
I don't want to do this anymore.
You
I'm
know?
not your friend anymore.
that was a good pick.
Yeah.
Literally took 2 of my top 3.
Another thing about both the SpongeBob
What?
and the Fairly Odd Parents, they had games on the GameCube that were fire. I loved. It was like Fairly Odd Parents breaking the rules. That game was heat, bro. That shit was
I
fire.
never played that.
Never played
Really? No, that
Yeah.
shit was a good game, bro. That shit was fire.
I played a Jimmy Neutron one, and I remember being at a fair or a park, and then I played a SpongeBob one where you like it was its own system, but it came and it was SpongeBob's face and the control, and you got SpongeBob's face right, and his nose was the controller, and you plugged in the three the yellow,
That's
red.
yeah, the controller had the game in it. It was
Mhm.
literally just for one of them freaking AVI games. Like,
Bullshit.
yes, the red, white, and yellow. I had a bunch of those.
Yeah,
Same.
I remember
yeah,
that
I had.
shit.
I played
Probably
that. Yeah.
there are people listening that don't know that ever existed. All they know is
Oh, yeah.
HDMI.
HDMI. I haven't. You know what's crazy? I haven't plugged in one of those in a long time. It's probably been like 10 years, 12 years.
One of the 3 cord ones, the
AVIs,
AVI
yeah.
cords. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's because we don't use them anymore.
Rest in peace, AVI. Shout out to AVI.
Shout
Yeah,
out
they carried
to
us.
Audio Visual Interface. I don't know if that's what it stands for. It sounds right though.
Definitely does. I don't know what else it could stand for now.
Right.
So my
So
next one.
you have
'cause
2.
I have 2.
Yeah, this is an OP2 right here.
So I have a lot on my thing, and I don't think. Okay, so this is my sleeper pick. I'm going with it now because I'm scared you guys are gonna take it. I'm gonna be pissed.
I don't think it's a sleeper.
Okay.
It's the one that I wanted to take. I don't think it's a sleeper.
My
It's
top 4
Keenan
are gone,
and Kel. Keenan and fucking Kel, dude. That was one of my favorite shows of all time. You guys know what that is?
What a huge L that was.
I don't even know
Bro,
what that is.
Lord.
Bro, you guys are literally on crack if you don't know who Keenan and Kel is.
No idea.
The orange soda. Dude, you guys are on crack cocaine if you guys don't know what Keenan and Kel. It's probably I bet you right now it's the top 15 most biggest shows that have ever came out of Nickelodeon. I bet you it
would
is.
disagree to the
I wrote
I
this
bet
down
you it
on my
is.
list for you as Keenan and Kel with a question mark.
You guys have how old are you guys? You guys are older than me,
25
right?
Kel.
You guys are older than me. You guys should know
Yeah.
what this is. It's from
Oh,
another show.
I know what that is, but I don't think I ever watched that.
What?
Not only do I not know what it is, but I've never heard of it. I've never even watched it I may have watched it on accident and not know what it is.
Yeah,
Never
It's
even
the
heard of
2
it.
black guys.
Yeah.
One is and one's from oh man, there's another show that he's in that you listen, Aiden, I'm telling you, if you've seen the actors, you would look at them and be like, I know exactly who the fuck you're talking about. They
Yeah.
also play in another show that is I'm not gonna say now, but is on my list that I'm not gonna put out there right now. I'm gonna see what goes on that he's in as well.
I know. Yes, I know both of them. I know
Yeah.
who both of them are.
Okay, cool. I just
Never
was
watched it, though.
shocked. Okay. I watched it like
Came
very.
out in
Like,
'96.
that's why I'm surprised
That
you guys
just-
don't know it.
I'm telling you, man, that just goes to show how unpopular that is in the scope of Nickelodeon shows. Because I was born a year after that came out, and I still have not even seen it or heard of it until you just
I
mentioned.
came out in 90. I came out in.
You did.
I was born in 95.
Well, then
something
you
like
still
that.
came out in
I
'95.
still came out in 95. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man.
You know what?
Kyle's release date.
It really
My
is.
release date. Check your release radars.
It was like a show that was pushing the boundaries of like being okay for children. Like when you watch it, if you go
There's
back
a
to
lot
it,
of those.
a lot of those.
SpongeBob
but
does that.
SpongeBob does it, yeah, but it's more of on like a what's the word?
Don't
Pro-
say another show.
no.
Raunchy.
No, raunchy. It's a little more raunchy. And then the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, it kind of reminded me of that, like with the characters bouncing off. I know someone's gonna be like, oh, it's because they're black. Yes, it is, and that they've portrayed those in those shows, and it makes it very. I love the show. You know what I mean? I love both those shows.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you like it, dude, take it. I just not
I didn't
for
want.
me.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I took it because I didn't know if you guys were gonna fucking take it or not. So I'm taking it. My number
Wasn't-
3 is Drake and Josh.
I respect
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Drake
I
and
had
Josh,
that.
bro.
I could have taken that at any point.
I thought
that.
the same thing. I was like, I could probably take that whenever. Like
Mhm.
I'd be fine not taking it, but I do like it. I love Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh is one of those that's in my like top 15 where I'm like, I don't know where to put it, but
I
it
had
is
that
a good
6th.
show. Really?
6th, yeah.
Oh, I had it.
I had 3rd.
I had it 7th.
Okay. Yeah.
I had Keenan and Kel as 6, but I threw it in the 2nd because I personally liked it more.
I went from being really excited about this to just irrationally angry. I'm just mad.
I don't know if I'm gonna make you even more angry with this pick, or I'm either gonna
don't
make
think
you
you possibly
really,
can.
really angry, or you're not gonna care about this one.
There's a good chance that you make me leave the room again.
My 3rd rounder. It's Invader Zim.
Wow.
Ah!
It was my number 12. 13?
Dude, stop doing this to me.
That's nuts that was 12 on your list. I
There's
have
other shows on here better.
I have my 1, my 3, and my 4 right now.
Your 1, your
2
3,
was
and 4.
Avatar.
I have my 1 and my 3 right now. My 2 was SpongeBob.
I'm so incredibly mad at you.
That's a good pick.
Yeah,
What was
like,
there on your
I'm so-
list?
5.
5.
It was my next one. Like, he took SpongeBob, I took Jimmy Neutron. He took Fairly Odd Parents, I took Avatar.
I wonder if
Invader
there's a generational gap. We're all in the same generation, but or like around. But you guys are a little older than me. When it comes to these kid shows, like 5 years definitely matters. Because like 5 years after I stopped watching cartoons, think about like what started coming out. I think there's definitely a generational gap here on this.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Appreciate that. Let's see how you fuck me over this next coming round.
Well, you
I
have
guess
2,
this one.
so
Yeah, but okay. So for my 3rd pick, Keegan, I don't know if you'll know what this is. Kyle, I'm surprised you didn't take this. I'm surprised you haven't taken this
I know
yet.
what you're taking.
I'd love to see where this is on your list because I bet it's pretty high
It's
up.
my next one.
Rocket Power.
It's my next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Rocket
is.
Rocket Power was like, honestly,
Rocket
it
Power
should've
was
been-
probably like that should have been like my 1st rounder. Like
yeah, dude, such a good fucking show.
I know exactly what this fucking is.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know
Rocket
exactly.
Power
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sad I didn't have that on my
Goddamn, I love
list.
that show.
Rocket Power was
Love that show.
top tier, man. And that's a me
Mhm.
show too. It was
Yeah.
gonna be Rocket Power, but Invader Zim was like so up there that I couldn't
I was-
not take it.
Literally gonna take Invader Zim and then Rocket Power. That's
Yeah.
what my 2 were gonna be right here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Very, very good show. It reminds. I'm gonna wait. 'Cause
There
the
was
show
an
I had that
episode
reminds
where
me
they
of it.
like went into a warehouse and it was like there was like snow in the warehouse. Also, there was like a snowboarding track and like I can't remember the specifics of the episode, but it was such a cool one and I just remember that like vividly. But Rocket Power, yeah, definitely. Surprised that it's a round 3 pick, but
Mm-hmm.
3, 4.
That was 3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so for my next one, which is the round 4 first pick, I have a couple, and I'm really tempted to take one so that you guys don't take it. But we're doing 6, and I want to take one for me. Well, all of these have been for me, and so isn't this one. I don't give a fuck what anybody on TikTok thinks about this pick. This came out when I was like 7, so I was still watching Nickelodeon. Maybe it came out before. I'd have to look. Chalk Zone.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. but
I
don't-
respect
right.
that pick.
Yeah.
I really do. I respect
Chalk
that.
Zone was the amount of time I spent after I watched that show trying to draw a perfect circle on the chalkboard that I had at my house to try and like get that portal to open is like embarrassing. Like
no, it's
way too long spent trying it. 2002, so I was 5. Yeah, so it was great, man. It was great. I love that show. If they reran it, I'd watch it. If it was on Netflix, I'd watch it.
I just didn't think about it. It just didn't pop in my head when I was
It
like
didn't
writing the
pop
list
in
down.
mine either. Yeah.
And that's way more of a me pick than anything on this list because that's definitely one of my favorites. But
No, I think that's a sleeper pick, but I think that's a people are gonna know what the fuck you're talking about. Sleeper pick.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yo, I don't know how this one's still here.
I know
Right.
what you're gonna take.
I don't know how this is still here.
It's your favorite fucking show. I don't know why you didn't take this first round. I know what you're taking.
This isn't my favorite show. You're
It should
thinking,
be.
I know what you're thinking about. It's not that one. I have another show that I like even more.
Oh no.
Bro, Hey Arnold.
Damn, bro, that's my number 5. You're trash for that, bro.
Hot take. Didn't like that show at all.
What?
There's no
like it.
way.
I didn't like it.
That's
the disrespect.
crazy.
It's not on my list. I did not.
You
like
know
that
what?
show.
If I like I said, I couldn't pick my top 1. I would argue that might be my number. That might be my number 1.
I would
Like,
argue
it
that
could be up
deserves
there.
a number 1 spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, remember like, hey, football head? The fuck he did have a
Yeah.
football head. Knocked up. Yeah, bro. It's just top tier.
Such
And
a
it was
would switch
emotional.
I would literally switch the channel to Cartoon Network when that show came on.
That's crazy.
It was one of my favorite ones.
That's
Yep,
bananas to me.
I would change the channel. I did not like it.
Fair enough.
Glad you took
Wow.
that. Actually,
I'm sad you took that because that was my number 5. That was on my 5th, my number 5, but it was a number 1.
yeah,
I like that pick.
Thank
10
you.
out of 10.
that's a good one. It's definitely a fan favorite. I personally would never have picked it, but I think you're gonna win a lot of people over with that.
Me too.
Mm.
That was my next pick. So I have a few picks here. I'm probably gonna get hate for a lot of them. I don't really care. So my next one is I don't know if you got I don't know when this came out or anything, but I don't care. This is my next pick. There's 2 of them between. I'm gonna go this one first. Ned's Declassified
Yes!
School Survival
Yeah,
Guide.
Yes!
Okay.
That was gonna be my next one that I took. You fucker.
That was a good
Okay.
one. Yeah, I had it
I
on my
didn't
list.
know. Cool.
That was 12 on my list.
That was 8 for me.
8.
Very
I didn't
good
know.
show.
I didn't know if you guys would like that one. Cool.
I'm
That's more.
like,
That was a me pick for sure. That was
when
one of
we
my favorite
decided
ones.
to do 16 or 6. My list was still at 15. I may have to like improvise and throw a show on here.
To get it in.
We're dwindling. My picks are dwindling. Thank you, Kyle, for that.
Well, my next one, I hope, hurts you both. And I see this is another one where I'm like, I don't know if you guys are gonna like this one. For me, it was another show that I watched all the time. Zoe 101, bro. That was my
I
shit,
thought
bro.
you were gonna take it. The last
Also a
pick.
really good one.
I thought you were
You-
taking Zoe 101 before.
Zoe 101?
Yeah, I thought you were taking that before Ned's Declassified. I was like, Keegan's gonna take it.
It's
Yep.
between those two. Those are a battle for me. Those two were like top tier. Like I would turn it on and I would enjoy every moment. And then like on Zoe 101, I'd pay, like you got to pay attention to the relationships and the drama going on. You know what I mean? You got the curly headed fuck in love with Zoe and shit. You got the girl with the ear. What is she
Chase.
called?
His name was
Chase.
Chase.
Chase. And you got the cotton
Yeah.
swab girl. She's like, they're not. What did she say? They're not called Q-tips. They're called cotton swabs. And she would say cotton swabs. Yeah, dude. That was one of my favorite shows of all time. So
It's a
I'm
good
glad
one.
you
I
guys.
like this.
Cool. I didn't think you guys would like those ones. Those are up there for me.
Mhm. Kyle's sitting back all smug. Fuck you. Pick what you're gonna pick. God damn it.
I'm
Gotta be
curious.
something else that I want.
Cat dog.
Take it. Yep. That's what I thought you were taking before.
I thought you were gonna take that forever
That's-
ago. I thought
that's
that was
what
gonna
I
be
thought
like
you were
two.
taking before. Yeah.
I
I'm
liked
really-
Cat Dog, but it like I can't think of any episodes. Like whenever you're talking about even the rocket power, I think I remember part of that snowboard
Nice.
episode where he like drifts and the snow
So
hits the
many
camera.
Oh,
And I
dude.
can remember them doing that shit. Like on Cat and Dog, I can only remember that blue fucking mouse and then the cat dog. And I remember that blue fucking mouse that looks like a man, like a grown man, like a dad coming out. Like he's always on some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on in this? I like the show
Okay.
though.
Now I can breathe because I can pick my last two. And
Your last two? Hmm.
yeah. So okay, first I'd just like to point out nothing that we do. Kyle owns Cat Dog in its entirety. He's taken the cat from Cat Dog in the cat draft. He's taken the dog from Cat Dog in the dog
You're
draft, and
right.
now he just took the show in this draft. He owns it. That's it.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
All right. So for my last two, I'm actually really happy that these are going to be my last two. But for the first one, dude, Keegan also might not know what this is. Kyle, I know you do. The Wild Thornberries. Dude.
I have it. Nope, it's my next. It's my next pick. It's my next fucking
Yeah.
pick, bro.
I
The
heard you
Wild
saying it in
Thornberries,
my
man.
head before
Yeah.
before you said it.
That
Dude,
graphics
Donnie.
look like the rocket that rocket one. Yep.
It was amazing. That show was great.
Yeah.
I have like very vivid memories of watching that at my grandma's house, and just not only there, but that's like that was a good show. I really
that
liked
one was
show.
gas. Yeah, for sure.
The people that made Rugrats make that show, it looks almost the same, and it's same as that Rocket show. The Rocket, whatever the one you're talking about, they look like
Rocket
the
Power.
same.
I think it was just the animation style at the
Yeah,
time.
kind of just the animation style at the time.
Respect that pick though.
One of the last two, I really don't know which to pick, and I know whichever one I don't pick, Kyle's probably going to take next. And so I kind of have to decide which one I don't want him to have at this point, since he's poached half my list. Oh, this is a real tough one for me, but I'm going to go with, you know what? I don't care about the polls anymore because my shit was poached. This is another me pick, the Angry Beavers.
Okay, that was my last pick.
Didn't have it on my list.
The Angry Beavers.
That was my
I
last.
respect it, though.
That was my last one. You swiped it from me.
Mhm.
But it's totally okay because my last pick is still it's.
I know what you're taking. I think I'm pretty sure I do.
All right.
I don't.
What am I taking? No, actually, I can't ask that because Keegan still has a pick.
Mhm.
So all right.
Oh wait, no, I'm about to. I can't even text it to you. I'm about to like. Hold on.
No.
Wait, let's fill this air. Let's fill this air.
Hold on.
Like-
Hold on. Kyle can say his, and I can say. Oh wait, you can't.
I
You're right.
just messaged Kyle.
Oh,
in the
it's gonna.
Discord.
Aiden, which one am I taking for my last round pick?
I just messaged you.
No, say it.
Oh, Kyle for his last pick is taking the one I didn't take, Ren and Stimpy.
That is correct. I am
I knew
taking Ren and
I knew
Stimpy
he
was
as
gonna-
my last pick.
I knew he was going to do it.
It's like it deserves to be higher, right?
It does.
It really does deserve to be higher, but it's also just like the things that I took before it are just so, love
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy though. Love Ren and
Mhm.
Stimpy. It's my
Stimpy's
my
fire.
sixth.
The reason I took Angry Beavers above that is not because of like value over one over the other. I just purely watched Angry Beavers more,
Yeah,
and that's why I took it.
I also watched Angry Beavers more.
See, I never watched it. I just know what you're talking about. Never
Really?
seen it. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I just don't know. I've just never sat down and watched an episode of it or remember it.
Yeah. Okay.
And for Keegan's last pick, he is taking.
It's a hard question. It's a hard one for me.
Is it?
There's a lot. There's one I was gonna
Roll.
take, but I'm not gonna take it, and I'm gonna do an honorable mention because I already took Keenan and Kel, so I'm not gonna take another show that they're in.
Oh, so you're rolling right into an honorable mention before your pick.
Yeah. Well, no.
Take your
Oh
pick
yeah, yeah. I'll take my pick first. Okay, I'm gonna go with, bro. I'm gonna get hate. I don't give a fuck. iCarly, bro.
I was
Done
gonna.
fucking
I
around.
knew you were taking it. I
Why
should have.
would you
I
get
should have
hate
just
for
said
that?
it.
That was a great show.
I should have just
okay.
said it.
That
I
was
should have just said it.
like definitely thought with the picks you had that's what you were going with.
Yeah,
You have
bro,
all but one animated show. You only have
That's
one
weird for
animated
me.
show on your list.
That's very weird for me. Nickelodeon was definitely the place I went, and like I didn't like a lot of their animated. I liked their animated stuff, but like their like actual live shows were fire to me. They were the best ones. Like Cartoon Network didn't have that.
No, they
Like,
didn't.
so you can't just like go on there and watch it. So that's where I watched all those. That's probably why.
You know
but
what?
my-
You have a very solid running at the first spot with that. That's a very good point. Like I can't remember any show on Cartoon Network that was not animated, and I don't think there was one.
Not one.
That was,
But
like,
you would go
live.
to that. Yeah, Disney had a couple.
Yeah, Disney had a
Disney
bunch.
had a
Zach
bunch.
and Cody.
Zach and
Sweet
Cody.
Life, dude.
Yeah,
The skateboarding
Wizards
guys.
of Waverly Place.
Hannah
Mhm.
Montana.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah, there's a ton on there.
Yeah. Dude, the Lizzie
Disney had
McGuire show.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of honorable mentions though, with her, the Amanda Show. Did you guys ever see that?
That's an honorable
Or-
mention for sure.
And then
That's where
from that
that's where that's from, Aiden. I don't
Yeah,
know why
that's
you
where
made
that's
that
from.
noise to Lizzie
confused him.
McGuire.
Confused him.
all that.
All
this is
that's on
that.
my list. Yeah.
So that hold on. But Keenan and Kel were on there, and I liked their show more. And I almost said all that, but you guys give me so much shit for the fucking Keenan and Kel one.
All that was
that I
lit.
didn't put it in my list.
I'm really sad that you took Drake and Josh and Ned's Declassified. I'm really more mad at Kyle for what he took from me. However, that I really wanted one of like a live show, but you took them all before I had the chance.
Yeah,
Well,
Drake and Josh
I
and Ned's
I
would have
wasn't
been my
gonna-
lives, but
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna take iCarly or Zoe.
Where's your
I-
Danny Phantom at?
I
thought you were
thought
taking
about-
Danny
Danny
Phantom is 11.
11.
I thought about Zoe 101 and Victorious.
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
I liked Victorious. It's just at the bottom, man. It's at the bottom. There's all it's like it's a good show, but it's like every live show that they've ever produced has been better than that one.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it is by far the worst out of the live shows that they have. It's still good, but what about My Life as a Teenage Robot?
My Life's
That was a
Teenage
good
Robot.
one.
Yeah, that was a great
That
one.
was Nickelodeon. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I should have
Yeah.
had that on my list. I'm sad I didn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Out of my entire list, the only
Hey.
one that didn't get picked was Danny Phantom. By anyone.
Yeah.
I had it on my list.
He was on my list, and he just kept dropping, and I was like, I'm not taking him here. I'm not taking him here. I'm not taking him here. And then,
that was the same for me. People had picked over him. You know what I mean?
Well, question about your robot thing, real quick. You guys, listen.
My Life as a Teenage Robot. What about it?
My wife's not listening. All right. Dude, I thought she was so hot when I was younger. Dude, I was so into that robot ass. I'm telling you.
Save it for the fictional characters we had crushes on episode.
What about? Do you guys remember Back at the Barnyard?
Good one.
Yo,
Back at the That's what the cow and the udders. Why did he have udders?
Dude, we didn't take the penguins of Madagascar.
I mean,
damn, I didn't think about it.
It's heat. It's heat.
That's a good one.
It should have been on my list.
Like,
or Doug or Proud Family. Do you guys like Kim Possible?
Doug,
like, I almost
Kim Possible. Disney.
Kim Possible, yeah.
It's Disney.
It's Disney. Real Monsters.
Oh, Real Monsters. I remember that one too. Yeah.
Rocco's.
Tack and the Power of Juju.
Yeah.
Bro, that game. Hold on. Did you guys play the video game?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the best games ever. I tried to get on my PC. I can't find it anywhere. You can't buy it. You have to get it on that. So foul.
So I'm pretty sure Gigi loves this show. I can't remember if she did or not, but I definitely liked it when I watched it. Totally Spies. Do you remember Totally Spies?
Totally Spies.
No.
That one was pretty good.
I like remember the name, but I don't remember actually like what it was.
It was the three like high school girls that were spies. They had like the red outfit, the green outfit, and then the yellow outfit.
Bro, but be real. They're copycats.
They're not Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls? Yeah, I know.
That's what made me think of them, yeah. That's a good pick, though. I like everyone's picks. I think we had a very, very. I don't think anybody's list. Everyone's gonna hate me on the Keenan and Kel thing now as number 2 because
maybe not.
Listen,
maybe not.
I'm biased as shit. My list is like my favorite of my favorite. Like all of my picks. Aiden's a close second for mine. And then
I just hate that you have SpongeBob.
Dude,
SpongeBob. That's what got me too. That SpongeBob was a heater. I almost took SpongeBob at the beginning, but I liked Rugrats too much to not.
I love SpongeBob.
That's fair.
SpongeBob all day, every day. There's no comparison. Yeah. Honestly, there's no cartoon that I like more than SpongeBob in general.
Like, I agree.
Ever. Yeah, no.
Adventure Time might beat it out, but I think SpongeBob still takes the cake.
I was going to say Adventure Time. I think Adventure Time might have it as 1, which is super weird to me.
SpongeBob takes the cake. Number 1 all time. Maybe Adventure Time and regular show. Second pick.
Rugrats are number 1, or they're probably third for me. SpongeBob is probably number 3. Doodle Bob's the best episode though.
A good one.
Doodle Bob, yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
Good one.
Hell yeah, man!
That
was fun.
Well, that was fun. That was a good one. That was a banger. Our first 6-pick draft.
We needed it.
If you're still listening, you're hearing this on Spotify, Apple, or whatever other weird podcast platform you listen on. If you want extra episodes, go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/LottaSlog, and become an official slogger. Join our Discord, get involved with the community. Follow us on Instagram. We're slacking on Instagram, man. Instagram is slack. At LottaSlog on Instagram. We need you over there to engage with us. It's slow as hell on there. Shout out to the 20K on TikTok. That shit's fire.
So fire. We appreciate
I will
it
plug this one more time too. And again, like I said the other week, we don't have enough Patreon subscribers for this just yet. One of our plans is once we have enough, we're going to be releasing the upcoming week's draft on the Patreon to the Patreon members. Let's say, I don't know, 3 to 5 days early. We haven't decided yet, so that you guys can make lists, put them in the message board on Patreon, and then we can pick the best 1 or 2 to read on the show. So that's going to be a huge perk, I feel like, but we don't have enough people for it yet. So if you haven't subscribed, you want to get in on that, and you want to get in on the early episodes, the extra draft episodes that we have, the extra episode that we have on there currently, go subscribe, man. $5 a month.
Extra
It's nothing.
episode. There's multiple. Go get some bangers.
That's true. That's true.
There's like 4 or 5 bangers on Patreon.
Chilling in there.
Just chilling.
Mhm.
Go get them if you like the content. All right, guys.
Where they live.
We'll catch you next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. We'll catch you there every week. We love you guys. See you later.
Peace.